Avendesora.
The Tree of Life.
Just to be sure, there's a spoiler. Throughout the Wheel of Time, evidence of the universe's rich history litters the storylines, dialogue, and settings of the show. Many of these artifacts were created during the Age of Legends, including the ter'angreal, sangreal, and ter'angreal we see characters use throughout these 3 seasons. In his journey to prove himself as the Dragon Reborn, Rand al'Thor leads his companions and the audience to the Aiel Waste, where we find another lasting artifact that came from that era. Season 3, Episode 4 introduces us to Avendesora, a large, ancient, and imposing tree that not only holds its own significant history, but plays an unexpectedly instrumental role in shaping Rand's own. The discovery of Avendesora also leads to a reveal that changes Rand and Moiraine's relationship even more, connecting them in ways we didn't anticipate.
Because my uncle Layman, when he became king, cut it down to build his throne.
Welcome to Movie Spy. What is Avendesora in the Wheel of Time? During the Wheel of Time Season 3's 3-episode premiere, Rand and Moiraine's relationship continues to be filled with distrust. So, when Avienda constantly challenges Rand about being the Dragon Reborn, and thus the Kara Karn as per the people of the Dragon's own prophecies, Rand decides to go to the Aiel Waste and undertake the trial of Rhuidean, much to Moiraine's chagrin. During Episode 4, the tension between them is exacerbated as both refuse to bend to the other's will or fully reveal their intentions, leading to Moiraine also asking the Wise Ones if she can enter Rhuidean alongside Rand. Her request is granted. The traveling companions enter the city, feeling the weight of its atmosphere, and before they part ways for their respective trials, they find what Rand calls the Tree of Life. In the Old Tongue, this is translated to Avendesora, the name given to this enduring relic that was forged during the Age of Legends.
My grandfather told me to look after this tree.
Avendesora is the last known existing Korra, which were living constructs that were created by one power in the form of a tree. They emitted a sense of peace for anyone who found themselves under their branches, a quality that we witness when Rand reverently kneels next to its roots. We see this again during one of the visions Rand experiences in his trial, where he walks in the steps of his Aiel ancestors. Luwin, who would give the fighting Aiel their moniker of Oathbreakers, is first seen hanging his head underneath the younger version of Avendesora, almost giddy by its effect. Avendesora plays an important role in Rand and Moiraine's history. Avendesora surprisingly plays a key role in Moiraine and Rand's history, intertwining them just as much as their current fates are. As Moiraine walks up to the Korra in Rhuidean, she recalls that she had only seen one other like it in her homeland, Cairhien. Centuries ago, Avendasora's sapling was gifted to the people of Cairhien, in return for a debt that Moiraine couldn't remember. In Robert Jordan's novels, we find out that the sapling's name was Avenduraldra, and the event that the current population of Cairhien have long forgotten is when their ancestors provided Aiel ancestors with water before the breaking. As we have seen with Avienda's tow to Rand in Season 2, the Aiel have a strict sense of honor and obligation. Hence their gift to Cairhien was not only Avendasora's sapling, but also free passage throughout the Waste. With this gift came the oath to protect it, one that, centuries later, King Lamon, Moiraine's uncle, would break by chopping down the sapling and using it to make his one-of-a-kind, unable-to-be-replicated throne. As Moiraine recalls, this incited the Aiel War, where the Aiel crossed the spine to dole out punishment on him. The Aiel army, which included Rand's parents, finally killed King Lamon in the final battle on Dragonmount, where Rand was born. As such, it leads to a startling and disturbing realization of how Moiraine's uncle cutting down a tree ultimately led to Rand fulfilling the Dragon Reborn prophecy. If their relationship was complicated enough before, the revelation that discovering Avendesora prompted made it even more head-spinning. Prime Video's The Wheel of Time changes Avendasora's history. In the novels, Avendesora acts in a more symbolic capacity, a relic of the Age of Legends that reminds the characters of a more peaceful time. In comparison, the Wheel of Time TV show expands on the Korra's origins and gives it an intriguing role in the series. During Rand's trial, we witness one of his ancestors, Jonai, being entrusted with Avendesora and the mission of taking it to a safe place. After the Dark One's release, the world becomes more treacherous, leading to the Aiel taking 10,000 choppings from Chora and placing them into separate wagons in hopes of preserving them. But Jonai has a special task. An Aes Sedai named Latra Pose de Cume, Katie Braden, gives the most powerful female sangreal, Sakarnin, to Jonai to keep safe in Avendesora, believing that the Aiel's commitment to the Way of the Leaf will allow them to persevere in their goal. Throughout Rand's vision, we witness how his ancestors were dedicated to transporting and protecting Avendasora, leading them to settle in the Waste. In his second vision as Mandine, an Aiel chief during the time Ruidian was being built, we witness the older version of Latra, Anya Marson, reach into Avendasora, retrieve Sakarnin, and create the glass columns that would become a key part in the Aiel's rituals for choosing chiefs and wise ones. With a small shift, Prime Video's The Wheel of Time turns Avendasora into a defining part of Aiel history and culture, shaping the way it has evolved over time and how the people of the dragon treat Rand now. Thanks for watching.